Oh, hella beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm B, and on this channel we help you improve your confidence by way of compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. If this is your second video or more, we ask that you hit the subscribe button so you can come back to rock with your boy. As you can see from the title, today we're talking about 5 head-turning citrus fragrances. Now listen, these people-pleasing Freshies are the bomb.com. Honestly speaking, no matter what type of fragrance profile you typically prefer, everyone needs a solid Freshie within their collection. So these citruses are 5 that you should try. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get down to Big Beard Business. First up on our list today, we have a fragrance that I am truly in love with. I gave this one a 10 out of 10 in its official review, and this fragrance really is a standout scent amongst a long line of flankers. The fragrance is from the house of Chanel, and this one is Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now, if you've been on this channel, then you know that I am a huge fan of this scent, and the fresh notes within this fragrance bring this cold aspect to a fragrance that is otherwise warm. Now this fragrance is the Eau de Parfum, and again this fragrance has some really good notes that contrast but also blend together extremely well. You have some Sicilian lemon in here, you have bergamot within this fragrance, you have vanilla from Madagascar, and all of those notes come together to really create something that is fresh, citrusy, and it also has that warmth sweetness to it as well. One that I often recommend and continue to do so, a head-turning Freshie for sure, Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now when I think of citrus fragrances, there's no way I can't think about this next fragrance, and this one comes from the house of Creed, and this one is Creed's Virgin Island Water. Now I recently did a video highlighting 5 fragrances aside from Aventus that you could purchase for Father's Day for that special someone or that father figure within your life, and a lot of you wrote down in the comments, yo B, you should have chose this fragrance and included it on the list, and you are absolutely right. I think that this one is a head-turning fragrance for sure, but this one also has this feminine aspect to it as well, which really makes it have this unisex appeal to it. So I didn't feel it was the best for a Father's Day list, but all in all, man, this is a fragrance that really can work throughout the entire household. You have the citrus notes within this fragrance, you have some coconut, you have rum within this one as well, and it's really been described as a vacation in a bottle, and I get that for sure. This is a fragrance that I'll continue to have within my fragrance collection and within my rotation, but a super nice citrus from the house of Creed, and has this high quality aspect with it as well. So make sure you give this one a try. If you don't have it in your collection, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Virgin Island Water VIW from the house of Creed. Now before we get to the midway point on today's list, I'll take a pause for the cause and really go over 2 honorable mentions. This first one here is a citrus fragrance that happened to be discontinued, and it's really nice and different all at the same time. This one combines orange and patchouli, and the fragrance that I'm talking about is none other than Ultra Zest from Terre. Now this fragrance is another flanker, and this one is a part of a long line of flankers as well, and traditionally these fragrances within this flanker series do extremely well, and this one was really no different. This one has often been described as this orange creamsicle. This one is creamy for sure. That patchouli provides this warmth to such a citrus note that it comes together extremely well. You can smell you can smell edible and lickable with this fragrance here, Ultra Zest from Mugler. Now, I am a fan of citrus fragrances, and therefore I created my own citrus fragrance, which is Elation, which is my partnership with Navitus Parfums. Now, Elation is this ultra bright, fresh fragrance that can really do you justice in the spring and summer. If you like citrus, if you like wood, if you like floral, then you are going to love this scent here because it combines all of them in a really masterful way. Bertrand Duchefort is the perfumer behind this fragrance, and he does a magnificent job when it comes down to this scent. So be sure to check this one out. We do have them on sale right now during the Father's Day time period. get your nose on it, go to the website. I have it linked and listed down below. If you're not interested in fragrances that have citrus, you can try any fragrances from my lineup, which include 5: Exalt Nuit, Soir Exclusive, Verve Matin, Elation, and Idola. Now, I don't always talk about this next fragrance, but when I do, I talk about it in a good way because it's a great scent. And the fragrance comes from the house of Shay and Blue, and this one is Blood Oranges. Now, Blood Oranges is a fragrance that has a lot of stuff going well for it. It opens up with that blood orange as the name states, but this one is fresh, it's dignified, and it's refined all at the same time. To me, Blood Oranges is a stunning summertime scent that has this orange note done right. Very different than some of the orange note fragrances that you can imagine out there that you may have come across. You probably have not come across this one. It's a niche fragrance, but it's not expensive at all. You can find this one for designer prices, really, and I think that is truly good. This one is also an award-winning fragrance. I think this one maybe 2016 or 2017 best fragrance, something of that nature. I don't want to lie to you. You can look it up. I'll leave a link to listed down below. But all in all, really nice fragrance that has this musky component to it too, that when you look at that sweetness, that tartness brought in from the orange, and that muskiness in the scent, it really just comes together as a super nice scent. And it's really different than the other orange fragrance that we talked about here, which was Ultra Zest from Mugler. So Shay and Blue, Blood Oranges. Now, if we're talking citrus within a fragrance, then we must be talking this next fragrance because, well, you can't have a collection and not have this one. This one comes from the house of Dior, and this one is Dior Homme Cologne. Now, Dior Homme Cologne has many of those same qualities that you would get from the original Dior Homme or the Dior Homme EDP or the Dior Homme Parfum, which is sophistication. But sophistication within this fragrance is brought to you by way of something that is called citrus. All right, they do citrus extremely well, and with citrus fragrances, I noticed you can go super wrong or you could go super right, and in this case they did this one great justice here. This one for me was a love at first sniff. When I smelled this one in a store, I was like, boom, I got to have it. Okay, and I also were able to give this one as gifts, and I urge a lot of you out there to check this one out too. If you checked out the tag video I did with equality fragrances, we talked about white t-shirt fragrances. This was on my list. This was also on his list because, well, if you know, you know it. And those who know, pick this thing up and spray it, all right? Dior Homme Cologne. And the fifth and final fragrance on our list today, the official list, comes from Hermes. And this one is Terre Hermes Eau Tres Fraiche. So this is not the original. This is a flanker, but this flanker adds some je ne sais quoi about it, all right? This fragrance has something I don't really know, but it makes it better than the original in my opinion. All right, that Eau Tres Fraiche with this one kind of adds to that orange and freshness within this fragrance, but this still has that dirty orange quality to it, which I think really provides this different component than all of the other fragrances that we talked about today. When I think about this particular fragrance, I think that this is one that really works across multiple age ranges. Now, some of these fragrances, because of that citrus nature, if you're 50, 60 plus, you may not be into that. However, this fragrance really allows you to do both, right? You could be an older gentleman compared to me, right? You're still young at heart, and still enjoy this fragrance and still feel like it's something that you could rock. Also, this fragrance is one of those that you could dress up, suit it and boot it, and still come off extremely gentlemanly with this fragrance, all right, and not feel juvenile with it. And there are others within this list that really have that same type of vibe, but I felt I needed to call that out for Eau Tres Fraiche. So those are 5 people-pleasing citrus fragrances that you need to have within your collection, because those things go for sure. Let me know if there are any others that you would recommend on this quick rapid fire 5 fragrance list. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard Beat. With the like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.